What's up, guys? Back here, the amateur with Escape Your Cubicle. I have a feeling it's going to be a very long day today, longer than my normal days anyway, because as you guys know, I always complain about the fact that I'm too lazy, and I'm honest with myself. It's true, I am too lazy. It's part of the reason I do these videos now more anyway, is to motivate myself, to not be lazy, to be inspirational, try to give other people the inspiration to know that, yeah, laziness happens, you know, it's sometimes built into us, and I need to do better. We could all stand to probably improve ourselves at any given time and do better, but really, seriously, I need to work at it, and I'm motivated. The videos help keep me motivated to improve my work ethic and get going, but I've been online Uber today for over an hour and haven't had a single trip yet today. So it is 9:30 in the morning on a Thursday. I went online at 8:30 or a little before 8:30 in the morning, which should be fairly busy. It should be at least something, and there's just nothing going on. It's dead. And in the first 5 minutes of driving, I saw 5 other Uber drivers out there. So it's weird. Sometimes everybody just decides to go on. There goes one right there. It's like sometimes everybody just decides today, I'm going to go drive Uber, you know, the part-time drivers, and you just get dozens and dozens and hundreds of them in the area. And we're all just out there fighting for whatever trips are available. And then you combine that with the fact that maybe it's just a slow day, it's slower than normal for demand, and it ends up creating just a dead Uber day, a dead zone wherever you are. So I'm gonna drive around a little bit here. Sometimes that helps. I don't like to constantly be driving. Obviously, you're just using up your gas. I have a little bit more leeway since I have the Prius, and it gets 50 miles per gallon on average, but it doesn't make any sense to just be driving around all the time nonstop, because you might be driving away from a trip as much as you might be driving towards getting a trip. So you know, I give it some time. Sometimes I give it about up to an hour, like I just did. I was sitting around for an hour in an area that I usually get trips. Didn't get any trips, so let's move around and see what happens. I'll let you guys know what time I get the very first trip of the day. Alright, so 20 minutes later, now since the last clip I took, we got our first trip of the day. That's good news. So it took an hour and 20 minutes to get our first trip. Be quiet over there. Bad news is it was a $5.35 trip just around the corner from where we were. So still at it. See what happens. We're on the scoreboard though. So, but man, like I said, this is gonna be a long day if it's been let's see, how long is it? If it's been an hour and a half and we're at $5.35 in earnings, it's gonna be a long day. Run bad continues. So yeah, we're at 3 trips, grand total of $17. But there's a tiny silver lining, not that tiny, actually a decent little silver lining, the fact that we only have 3 trips totaling $17. One of those passenger groups was a couple. Give me a $10 tip, cash. So got that $10 cash in my pocket, plus the 17. So technically it puts us at $27. But man, without that tip, $17 by 11:40 in the morning. Let's see, we started at 8:30, so 3 hours, $17. That's just barely $5 an hour. But the $10 tip helps, so we're actually at $27. But you know what? You can't get upset. Hey, there's a trip. Where are we? Okay, we're gonna make a left up here. All right, so we're up to 4 trips if this one completes, and we get this next person picked up here. So I was going to say, you can't complain. You can't let yourself get into a bad mood just because it's slow, you're not making enough money. If it's something that's out of your control, which pretty much waiting for trips to come in is out of my control. I can move around, I can control where I'm waiting, but I'm not going to chase around too much. Unless, like I said, it goes for an extended period of time where it's dead. But I'm in areas where I usually get trips, so you just got to be patient sometimes, and you got to be willing to grind out and have a long day. Sometimes I make 3 times as much as what I've made today by this time of the day, or even 4 times that much. I've been at almost about $100 by noon on multiple occasions. So, and sometimes you work all day and not work. I mean, you're just sitting around. Technically, you're not really working. But sometimes you'll be out for 8 or 10 hours and make $50. So that's just the way it goes. Okay, I'm about over here to where I'm picking up the next rider. And we just keep grinding it out. If it's a long day, it's a long day. That's the way it goes. So try to find this person. So, we just got a trip. That last trip that I picked up was, oh my god, these bumps, $9, as far as I can tell. So we're at $26.18, it says, plus the $10. So we're at $36.18. 12 o'clock noon exactly right now. Let's see. 12 o'clock noon. So it's picking up. At least we're getting trips, right? We're not just sitting around with dead time, so that's good. But you guys know me, I am freaking hungry. It's 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime. I gotta pick something up. I gotta find something cheap to eat. It's probably gonna be Del Taco, because we're way far away from Busta Huey here. We're way far away from IKEA, which is my other cheapo option. So that's probably gonna mean we're gonna find a Del Taco and get some food. I need to get a new dash cam, I think. That vibrating, if you hear that vibrating noise, rattling, or whatever you want to call it, that is the dash cam mount. The dash cam, no matter what I do, I can't get that thing to shut up. Aside from that, there you go. The dash cam broke not too long after I had it. So nothing happened to it. I think maybe it's just the heat when we were in the August 108, 110, 112 degree temperatures, because I mounted it as far back as I could on the dash, but it still gets direct sunlight, and I think it just cracked the internal screen. You can't feel any kind of a crack on the surface. It's completely smooth, and it actually is still recording videos, and the dash cam videos come out fine, but I can't see any of the menu screen options. I bought it off Amazon, and it was about $80 or $100, I can't remember, but I'm not sure if I can still return it, especially in that condition. I don't know if I can return it. I'm going to reach out to Amazon and see if there's anything I can do to exchange it, but the mount is so irritating, because no matter what I do to tighten that thing up, there's something internal on that mount that makes this horrible rattling. And when I play the dash cam videos back, like right now, the video you're watching is being recorded on my Samsung Galaxy S10, but when I show my monthly dash cam video, I can't include any of the audio. And there's been times where it would have been good to have the audio from the dash cam, but I can't, because all you hear is this loud brrr, 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 like it's terrible. It's literally like that, and you can't. It's so loud that it drowns out any audio that the dash cam would have recorded. Yeah, it's a mess. So I wouldn't recommend this. This would be a good camera aside from the fact that it breaks from heat and that the mount is a rattle trap and there's nothing I can do about it. It's mounted as solid as I can. There's something inside that's rattling in the mount itself, because when I take the camera down and shake it, it's not the camera. It is it's just something to do with the mounting mechanism. So there you have it. So I don't know, if I can't exchange this, at some point I will get a new dash cam, because that rattling just drives me nuts throughout the day. All right, well, we finally got a trip down here to the Strip, and we are back behind the Park MGM right now. Just dropped somebody off over there, but it's been like a few days, a couple days at least, since I've been down here on the Strip, which is weird because usually I'm down here multiple times a day. But the last few days, it's just been a bunch of little tiny hopper trips around the west side of town over there, and up and down streets like Sahara and all those, but nothing to the Strip. So this looks like it's going to be a cluster to try to pull out here. Got a nice driver there, he let me in. New pedestrian bridge going in here. Those are good. Keep people from running across the Strip, hopefully more, getting themselves killed, which does happen. Well, believe it or not, that's going to do it, guys. That's it. It's 3:30 on the dot right now. Wasn't a great day, but wasn't the worst ever day. It definitely had the potential for a while there to be the lowest day ever, which was like $40 or something total. I can't remember when I spent almost the whole day out and I got a total of $40. But no, we hung in there. It wasn't great, like I said, but at least it wasn't $40, including the $10 tip. The total net for the day is $66. So that's it. It's 3:30. I could keep going, but traffic is out there. It's trafficy everywhere. I'm tired. I'm gonna vow to get a super early start from now on. No more laziness. Hey, hold me accountable. I'm making the claim right here. I'm gonna get a super early start. So we're gonna do better. But thanks for watching. Click subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'm gonna see you guys again soon.